All right, welcome back to the Startembetem Fantasy Football Podcast, where fantasy meets gambling. I'm your host, Brendan Shelley. I got my man Dan Ambrose here. Dan, give me some good news. What do you got going on in life?
In life, I am headed out of town this weekend. Going to get about 4 or 5 days relaxing. It's be my last trip until after March Madness. It's kind of my last hoorah before betting season starts for me. So that's what I'm up to.
You can have a lot of fun on this trip. Make it a hell of a hoorah with your WNBA money you've just been putting underneath the mattress. You're just killing it there. I don't know how these sports books stay in business. It's incredible.
We'll talk about it off air, but it might. Yeah. My wagering days may come down. Yeah, a little bit maybe. So we'll see.
Congratulations. It's a good feeling. I got flagged by an app out here for my NFL prop bets. I'm very proud of that. Last year, I have screenshots to prove it. Let's go over some NFL headlines, though. First and foremost, Cortland Sutton, he got paid. If you listen to our other episodes, I talked briefly about him in our season totals for receivers. I love Cortland Sutton, and I asked Dan if he could find any numbers on him. He did. We went after that. So that should be a win this season because they paid the man. He's only going to play better. He's doing some good things out in Denver.
That's how that works, huh? You get paid.
That's how it works. And that's what we're going to talk about soon.
Then you play better. Okay.
Yep, that's how it works. These guys only play harder when they get paid.
That's right. So you go over 1,000 yards for the second time in your career, and now you get paid?
We were talking briefly about this before this. You're not sold on Bo Nix. I'm so with Bo Nix. I think the big selling point for everybody is Sean Payton. That's kind of it. And his accuracy. He's extremely accurate, and he came in the league at like 45 years old. So he has plenty of years of experience in life. Probably got a few grandkids out there. So Bo Nix, we're cheering for you because we also are in those later years of life. So go get him, man. Other NFL news. If you have Treylon Burks on your teams, I think you can finally release him. A lot of friends in the dynasty world that kept saying, this is his year. He's coming back. He's in the best shape of his life. I heard that every goddamn season. I drank some of that Kool-Aid at one point. I got him for like a 4th-round pick and felt like I stole it. And wow, I want that 4th back. So Treylon Burks is out there.
I'm going to raise my hand and ask you who that is.
All right. So the great news about Treylon Burks. You know who A.J. Brown is?
I do.
So the Titans, for some reason, thought Treylon Burks was equal to A.J. Brown.
That's fair.
Yes. In the draft, which was hosted in Vegas, we were both out there, and the Eagles traded to get A.J. Brown from the Titans for, I think it was the 11th pick, or I don't know off the top of my head, but Treylon Burks was drafted in that place. So what a horrible idea. And thank God for that horrible idea, because the Eagles would not be where they are. They would not have the number 1 rated wide receiver in Pro Football Focus. So, yeah.
Was it ever proven that Vrabel had nothing to do with that? Like, there's no way he did, right? Like, there's no way he said,
it didn't make any sense. It didn't make any sense at all. And A.J. Brown, people have called him a prima donna. You know, in Philly, obviously, he had a few rocky games with Jalen, but the guy just sits on the sideline, busts out his book. Obviously, that's funny, and it's trending and all that stuff to talk about. But I think it actually does relax him. And I wish other wide receivers could have done that in the past. Maybe Terrell Owens would have had a better career with Donovan McNabb. Who knows? But that's the friction is always resolved because of how chill our man Hurts is, and obviously how smart A.J. Brown is to come to his senses and realize it's a good thing. Let's not break it up. Let's keep it going.
Yeah, it could always be worse. You could be playing with he just got hurt. Who's the quarterback at Tennessee? Will Levis.
Will Levis. Oh, yeah. No, that could be pretty bad. Yeah. Well, Cam Ward, that's his entry. This is welcome to the NFL, Jesus. Cam Ward. The team is yours now, which everybody knew would happen anyway.
I think Cam's either going to be really good or really bad, but we'll find out quick. That's going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be a rough start for sure, but we'll see how he does.
I like that teams are giving up quicker. I appreciate that. You got guys like Josh Rosen that were drafted very high and just never came to fruition, and people, they wasted roster spots on. Roster spots are so valuable. And then you got guys like Bryce Young that they told him to sit down for the ginger. They said, Dalton, get in here. And then Bryce Young paid somebody to get in a car crash with Andy Dalton to get back out there. But either way, I like the teams are keeping him on a shorter leash. And
I do and I don't, right? Like if you look at it potentially, like it's going to come back and bite somebody, right?
Yeah.
Like everyone thought Darnold was that. I don't think Darnold is that. I don't think it's like that. But like I don't know. Eventually, someone is going to let somebody go, and they're going to turn out to be the next Tom Brady.
Geno Smith, man. Geno Smith was another one. He was a first-round pick. The Jets. He went on to have a great career in Seattle. Now he made his money in Oakland.
He's not winning.
Oh my God, Las Vegas! I keep doing that. It's been how many years?
He's not winning though.
We'll see. You Raiders, right?
What do you mean? We'll see. I watched him in Seattle for how many years?
Yep. He got his money though. He's a successful NFL quarterback now on paper. How about this other guy people gave up on? Justin Fields. I don't know if you read this. I'm sure you did, and I'm surprised you haven't texted me about it. Actually, you did text me about it.
Probably a very inappropriate text message.
Yes, it was. He was carted off the field, and everything seems to be okay, though, thank God. So hopefully my bets are still in place, and we got a chance. I know you followed me on all of them, right? Justin Fields to the moon.
Yeah,
right?
New York almost had I almost had to look at the over in their win total if Fields wasn't going to play. Maybe there was a shot they were going to be good with him out of there.
So they got Tyrod Taylor, right? That poor guy. Isn't that their backup there?
Tyrod's there.
I think it is. That poor guy, man. Every time every opportunity he gets, doctors are puncturing his lungs and shit. They're just trying to give an injection to his ribs. They go missed, went right into your lungs. So, yeah, Tyrod Taylor, I feel for you, man. I really do. So, all right, another guy that we talked about, Treylon Burks, kind of went off beaten path a little bit, but another guy that actually has a job, unlike Treylon Burks, is Hunter Renfro. Pretty interesting. Not much to talk about there, but he's playing for Carolina Panthers. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Any thoughts? You're the Raiders fan.
He's not a Raider, right?
No.
He's on the Carolina Panthers.
Move on.
So, he's dead to me.
Right on. Let's move on to the next guy who was a former Raider. How about Wilkins? You want to talk about this? I don't even know where to start with this. This story is insane.
Yeah, I don't know. The whole forcing himself to try to kiss somebody, and we'll see. We'll see what the interesting thing is with all the changes with the NFLPA, with their leader that's now out, I believe, last I heard.
Yeah.
This will be their first case, essentially, with the new whoever's new in that.
Bro.
So we'll see what happens.
I don't know about you.
It'll be interesting. I do think the Raiders are going to have to pay him. I really do.
I don't know. I think the fact that they've said HR in their press releases, that HR is aware of the incident, they've said that. I've never seen that in an NFL release. You had Richie Incognito, you had other guys in the NFL for years.
And I will say the Raiders have, over the last 2 or 3 seasons, they cleaned up their front office, how that whole procedures and stuff go after the whole Gruden incident. So there's possible that there's multiple documentations with HR about this kind of stuff occurring, and enough was enough.
We'll see some videos of him too. He's pretty handsy
from college.
He gets a little carried away. So not going to get into that. Just Google it and make your own assumptions. So Wilkins released. Another guy that was paid a lot of money is Jake Ferguson. Any thoughts on Jake Ferguson, tight end, Dallas Cowboys?
I believe that he's pretty much their only one at tight end they have right now anyways, right? Did Shoemaker ever do anything?
Shoemaker, I think he's still there. Yeah. He never came to for anything really. Ferguson's their guy. I think it all depends on,
he's got to be getting up there in age though, right?
Ferguson?
Yeah.
He's a younger guy. I think this is his 4th year in the NFL or something. He might even be 26. I'll Google that.
26.
All right, cool.
He is 26.
Injuries. Some injuries have popped up, big ones specifically to another tight end, our boy Isaiah Likely, once again solidifying my prediction of Mark Andrews getting traded. I think I originally said Miami Dolphins, then they brought in Darren Waller off the street. So Mark Andrews apparently might not get traded now. Isaiah Likely is hurt. This helps my pick to have, I think I had Andrews at my 7th ranked tight end, so it helps me. Doesn't help the Baltimore Ravens, though. So thoughts on this? I know you like Likely. He's awesome to watch.
Did they say how bad it was, or have they said what it really is?
No, I didn't really read too much, actually, to be honest. I saw the highlight right before we got on this call.
Yeah. I'm a firm believer that guys just don't like practicing in the summer. So
yeah,
give them a couple of weeks off here and there right before the season. Maybe practice the last 12 days of the camp and then go from there.
Yeah, it sounds about right. That's the veteran move.
Yeah. I mean, I think that they've been training all off season, right? So
hopefully,
what's the point of going back?
Or sitting on boats with Cardi B with, you have Walter White shit going on there. I don't know what's going on in that. Heisenberg, Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that too.
No, I'm joking.
I've never watched it.
Oh, dude, you got to get on that. All right.
I don't think I do. I think
we could do a
I've
whole
done
episode on
well.
Breaking Bad.
I've done well in life without it, so I think I'm doing.
Oh my God.
doing okay.
All right. You're killing me, Smalls. Another one. Nick Folk's back. I mean, the guy. He's 40 years old, and so good for him. He's back with the Jets again. I think it's like his third time there, maybe his fifth. I have no idea. He's 40, so he's been around the NFL. We are going to dive in today. If you listen to the last episode, we went through the NFC win-loss totals and basically where you want to put your money in terms of betting season totals for win-losses. This is not my forte. I just want to make that very clear. I know you don't want to hear disclaimers, blah, 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 but in reality, I like to go week by week, figure out what's going on with injury reports, weather, location, any other news. I can delve up on Twitter and come up with decent prop bets. So a lot more, I guess, education's involved, come up with my picks, and I'll justify them to you, and you can follow me on them as the season goes on or not. But this stuff I don't do. So I made these picks. I stand by them because I made them. But Jesus Christ, it's interesting. So AFC time, Dan. Anything you want to say about this?
Anything I want to say about it? I think that people are going to be very, very, I don't know how to say this, interested in your selections.
They might stop. They might stop taking me legitimately. Which, if
I think I'm actually going to work. Yeah, I think I'm going to work backwards too from what we did on the NFC. I think we're going to start with the AFC West.
Okay, let's do it. You want to go first? You want me to go first?
No, so I think I'll just ask you, who do you got winning this, and what's the record?
I like the Chargers a lot. I think the Chargers are in a good position. I got them at 13-4, and next in that division, I have the Denver Broncos at 10-7. I have the Chiefs tied at 10-7.
Did you say number two? Number 2 is the Denver Broncos?
Yes. 2 and 3, they're tied with the Chiefs, but they have a better divisional record somehow with the shit that I did.
Okay.
So the Broncos go 10-7, Chiefs go 10-7, and then your Raiders are 6-11.
Oof, that's too many wins.
I agree with you. Putting it all on paper, like, yikes. It's only Pete Carroll, and I do like Geno more than you. I think we've already established that. Ashton Genty, Brock Bowers, Jacoby Myers, they have a decent, not really.
So I can get on board with you with the Chargers thing, right? Like winning the division, that wouldn't overly shock me. I still think it's the Chiefs to lose. The Broncos, I am not on board with you. Like I don't know where you're getting that from, I guess. But I guess time will tell on that. So I had the Chiefs winning. They were 13-4, and then the Chargers right behind them at 12-5. So flip a couple games here and there, and those teams could easily switch. And then at the bottom, I have the Broncos and Raiders both at 7-10. And I think I think the Raiders 7 wins is too many, probably. Mm-hmm. And I think the Broncos maybe could get to 8 wins. If they get to 9, I'll be surprised.
I really like Sean Payton. Obviously, I've already made that very clear.
Mm-hmm.
I love their defense out in Denver. I love it. You got guys like Patrick Surtain, a few other superstars out there, and some young talent. They had another good draft. And I just got Denver at 10-7. And I somehow have the Chiefs squeaking in the playoffs at 10-7, which is insane to me. They're a better team than that.
So they got a rough stretch early. It'll be interesting. So weeks 3, 4, and 5, they're at LA to play the Chargers, and then they're at home against Cincinnati, and then at Philadelphia. I think those 3 games we'll definitely know what kind of team this is in.
And
I have them losing all 3 of those.
Yeah, so do I. I'm looking at that as well. Where are we at with Vegas, man? How far off am I? What are the Chargers at? Do I want to hammer this one or what?
The Chargers, they're at 9.5 wins this year at -110, so no money on either side right now. And you had them at 13? You said?
Yeah, so that's a smash.
That's a good one. Yep. So I actually took them as well at 12-5. I had them at. So I took over the 9.5, and then I normally don't do this. I was just looking though, like at the Chiefs' schedule, and I mean I don't have them beating any of the real good teams. I do have them beating them against Baltimore, but their schedule's not that tough in my opinion. And I actually took the over on them as well. I got them over 11.5 at -102.
Who's that? The Chiefs?
Yeah.
I'll follow you on the Chargers pick. I like that a lot. I think they're a very good team. I like Omari and Hampton coming in there. I think he's going to really play well. I think Najee Harris, he's a fantasy cock blocker, but he'll be there and he's going to contribute well. He's going to make some good plays probably, and he's going to be an annoyance for Hampton owners, but we'll see. I got faith in Herbert.
Broncos, so going back to your Broncos in second place, they do have them at 9.5. Is the over-under total right there, plus 105. So a little bit of money on the under right now, which is probably right. Nine wins probably sounds more realistic.
I'm shocked they have them that high. That's about. I mean, I got them at 10.
Yeah,
but
them
still,
and the Chargers are the same. They have them as the same. The only thing that's different is to win the division, they have the Chargers at plus 275 and the Broncos at plus 425 right now.
Interesting.
Yeah.
What are
And the
Chiefs?
Raiders are way down there. But the Chiefs and the Bills were the ones with the highest. Chiefs, Bills, and Eagles, I believe, were the highest ones this year for win totals at 11.5.
Makes sense. All right, let's get out of there. Get away from that dumpster fire.
All
Go
right,
to my next dumpster fire.
Let's go. Yeah, this one actually may be one. This is the AFC South.
All right, AFC South. This is my dumpster fire because I know right away where you're going to clap back at me here. I have the Colts winning it somehow. I have the Indianapolis Colts going 8-9. I have the Jacksonville Jaguars going 7-10. I have the Houston Texans going 7-10, and then Cam Ward-led Titans at 2-15. So, where are your thoughts on this? What are you thinking? I'm going to go with I think the Colts. I think with Daniel Jones at the helm, they have an ability to win. They have a lot of talented players, and traditionally Shane Steichen has been a good quarterbacks coach. So I don't think they're going to be as bad as everybody thinks they are. And they, like I said, Jonathan Taylor is consistent. Josh Downs, Michael Pittman, another guy that I think hit an injury report today. I hope he's okay. I love Pittman, highly underrated. I like the Colts. They're a decent team. And then the Jaguars, Texans, Titans. I guess the only thing I want to talk about is I have little faith in CJ Stroud and the Texans because I gave them 7-10, and they're probably favored in this division. I'm sure of that.
They are, but
They got
our projections aren't that far off. I mean, in a sense, I do think you're gonna have to wait on your Daniel Jones prediction because I don't think there's any chance that Richardson doesn't start this season. But they may make a switch quickly.
Yeah, he'll get injured. They don't have to make a switch. He'll be injured.
Or that, right?
Yeah, it's clockwork.
So I have the Jaguars winning the division at 10-7, and then I do have the Texans at the same record you did. I have them at 7-10 as well, and then I had the Colts at 5-12, and the Titans. I had them doing a little worse than you did. I have them at 1-16. So,
you got a couple teams at 1 win. Didn't you have the Giants at 1
win? Yeah, I got
three.
I got 3 teams I think at 1-16.
I love projected. I love
it. But as far as win totals and stuff go, I feel like they're kind of right there. Where they probably should be, and it makes sense. Jaguars are at 7.5 wins. That's at minus 120, so a little bit of the early money's on the over there. The Texans. This might be the one if you were looking for one. Would be the Texans. Yeah, it'd be 9.5. So the books are high on them. The Texans at 9.5, and they're at minus 114 to win the division. I don't like that at all because one of the things you want to look at too, especially for the Texans, you want to look at their schedule. And what that looks at, there's a real possibility that Houston starts off like 1-5, potentially, maybe 2-3. And if that's the case, then you'll get, if you like them to win a division, then you would go bet them then. Don't bet them now.
That's a great call.
At minus 114.
Yeah.
So
that's a great call. So don't bet them winning a division. Hold off because they're going to suck. And when the record sucks, it's going to the money you can make will go up. Science. I don't like this.
So
maybe a bet under on the Texans. That's about it.
So I took the talking about the Titans, they were at 5.5 at minus 150 on the over. So early money thinks that 5 and they'll get to 6 or higher. I don't see how that's possible. So I actually took the under on that. So I took under 5.5 at plus 125, and I took the over for the Jags at minus 120. 7. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like the over on the Jags, obviously. They're 7.5. You said I got them at 7.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate the Titans under. The only thing that I'm worried about is that last surge from all the young kids that kind of get it together week like 15 on. You know how that happens? It seems like that happens every year. There's a team that gains momentum at the end of the season with a young quarterback. Everybody gets excited, then he shits the bed the next season. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I don't know. It's a horrible division. I'm not touching that. So
I mean, it's one of those divisions where anybody, I think, if the Titans end up winning it, I'd be like, of course they did.
Yeah, right.
Because
Exactly.
it's just I'm not a fan of this this division. It's too hard.
It's really the barrel that all the hobos hang out around, like warming their hands up and shit. You know.
Right. So let's go to the AFC North. I think this one could be the most interesting potentially.
It will be the most interesting conversation with us. I'm sure of that, because after looking at this, I'm shaking my head like, what did I do? The North. North is stacked. I like the North a lot. I think it's going to be a fun conversation. We go from the dumpster fire to the cream of the crop, because two of my best teams in the whole league are playing in the North. I have the Baltimore Ravens at 13-4. I have the Cincinnati Bengals at 12-5. I have the Pittsburgh Steelers with 8-9, and I have the Browns at 6-11. What do you have here? And then what did we do versus the Bucs? I'm curious.
Okay, so I have Bengals and the Steelers tied at the top at 13-4.
What? Wait,
yeah.
what?
Yeah.
All right, this is gonna be fun.
And then
this is gonna be a fun
the
conversation.
Ravens, I have them at 11-6. And the Browns at 5-12. The books have Bengals at 9.5 wins, -110 right now.
I like the
Ravens are at 11.5, -118.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
If Lamar goes down, you're done.
Well, of course, but that's not the world we live in when we're looking at these preseason things.
True.
And then the Steelers at 8.5, and that number I had done this earlier in the summer, but that number was definitely anticipating Rodgers being there as well.
Keep going then. What about the Browns?
And the Browns at 4.5.
Okay.
So and it's juiced though at -165. So there's some hope that maybe
Give me
they
some
get to
action.
5.
People like that over. Give me some information. What are you doing with the Steelers? Why?
Because I think that the Steelers. I think everyone is stuck on what Rodgers did last year, right? I really do, and I don't think that that's going to repeat itself. I also don't think that their schedule's all that difficult. They start the season at the Jets, so the NFL knew that was happening, right? And then Seattle, New England, Minnesota. You already know how I feel about Minnesota. Then they're on a bye. Then they play Cleveland. Cincinnati. They do have a tough game at home, though, against Green Bay. Yep. So, I mean, they really don't have that crazy of games. They do play Baltimore, Buffalo, and Detroit as well. I have them splitting with Baltimore and losing to Detroit, but I do have them beating Buffalo.
Okay. I differ greatly on this. Obviously, I got a lot more losses lined up in there, but I can see your reasoning. It's not just Aaron Rodgers, man. I'm thinking of, the only reason I give Steelers so many wins, honestly, is Mike Tomlin. The guy's
of course.
never.
I mean, you have to give him 9.
Yeah,
just
I
without
agree.
that.
I mean, just out of consistency, I have to, But the takeaway I have is that dude, Arthur Smith is just he's so bad, and I think I can see by the end of week 6, Rodgers yelling at him on the sidelines, or Rodgers grabbing the face of DK Metcalf. Yeah, so yeah, he'll be yelling at DK Metcalf. We got to run to the red line. Or remember when he went off that game? It's insane with the Jets. Yeah. I can't see him doing well with the team in place there, and I don't know how he's going to gel with Tomlin. I mean, it's going to be interesting. It is Rodgers, but it's not Rodgers. It's the culmination of the people around Rodgers that make Rodgers as shitty as he is. That's my mind. He has all the talent in the world. It's just he gets in his head, and he's an old man. He doesn't have the talent that he used to have, which he thinks he still does.
Well, we'll see.
That's my take.
Yeah, I mean, if the offensive line and stuff, I think, can stay healthy, protect him, a lot of good things will happen. Now, do I think that they're actually going to go 13-4? No, probably not. 11 might be. 11 might be. I mean, again, you got to assume Steelers get to 9 because of Tomlin, right? Can the Steelers? Can Rodgers give them 2 more wins? I think maybe. So 11 there, right? 13-4 might be a stretch. As far as the Bengals and stuff go, I just think that this is Joe Burrow's year. So
yeah, that's it. Yep. Joe Burrow and that offense is just so good. We'll see what happens with the defense.
You're gonna have to score 62 points a game, but if you can do it, the sky's the limit.
I wish they could do like a cumulative over for the season. I'm just gonna bet that whatever the Bengals over for the season, I'm betting it.
Just keep going.
The Ravens, not much to say except for Lamar.
Yeah, I had him right at 11.
He should have been MVP.
I mean, it's either him or Burrow.
I agree.
The whole Josh Allen thing is still bizarre to me.
Well, I told you, I really feel Derrick Henry stole it from Lamar, because everybody, King Henry and this, that, and he helped. Don't get me wrong, goddamn, he was good, but I think he took away the shine. Whereas Josh Allen, give me other Bills players that you would have named the reason why they played so well last season. Everybody was hurt half the season. I guess James Cook, he was kind of the best player outside of Josh Allen in my mind.
Yeah,
that's my thoughts on it. I like that. So you're doing. What are your bets again? You did.
So
I didn't.
I'm not taking anything in. I didn't take anything in the in the AFC North. I think that having 3 potentially really good teams in that division, either one of them could run away with it, or they just beat up on each other. So I'm not even touching it. If 3 teams make it from the playoffs or in the playoffs, I wouldn't be shocked.
I love the Ravens and the Bengals in that division. How about AFC East? What do you got, man?
What do I have? So
you know what I got. So I'm gonna let you go.
I have the Bills winning it at 11-6, similar to last year, kind of as far as like the order goes. Dolphins 9-8, Patriots have a little better year this year. They're 8-9, and then Jets football just doing what they do in New York, and that's lose. And I got them at 1-16.
Oh, here's mine, and this is where. This is my love for Justin Fields.
Tell everybody.
Jets 10-7. They win the division. I have the Patriots not making the playoffs at 10-7. I have the Bills at 10-7. I have the Dolphins at 7-10. So, yikes. The Jets somehow pull this off with Justin Fields at the helm. A big resurgence for him. I don't know, man. I mean, it's just what it is.
Potentially MVP.
Yeah, well, for sure. He will be if they takes him to the playoffs this year. With the roster they have there, but you have Garrett Wilson, you have Breece Hall, Braylon Allen. Everybody's giving him some love too. I like their defense, and I have to stand by it because these are my picks. But holy shit, I'm relooking at this, and how do I not have the Bills just running away with this? Is beyond me. And the Dolphins doing a little bit better if Tua is healthy. Yeah, so I don't like doing this.
So
this episode's going to suck next year too.
I mean, what games do they lose in these 4? Miami, New Orleans, both of them in New England, all 3 of them. Taking a look at Buffalo, tell me what you have for them record-wise, weeks 3, 4, 5, and 6.
I have them at 3-1.
Okay. And then before that, 0-2?
1-1.
Okay. And then the wheels fall off?
I guess so. After the bye, they win back-to-backs.
So they beat Carolina and the Chiefs.
Yep, Carolina and the Chiefs. They lose to the Dolphins, and then they lose to the Bucks. Okay. They win versus the Texans. They win versus your Steelers.
Okay.
They win versus the Bengals, and then the Patriots beat them. They beat the Browns. Eagles beat them, and then the Jets beat them.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It just, yikes. Speaking out loud makes it so bad.
And then the Jets, I don't even know where to begin with that.
Dude,
like the first 4 weeks. First 3 weeks are tough. Like maybe they win in Miami.
I got them losing the first 2. Then they win versus the Buccaneers. Then they win versus Miami. Dallas
just dominating in Florida. Because both of those are road games.
Apparently, man. Apparently they like their mojitos.
Oh, you could be right, man. I mean, good possibility you're not, but you could be. Okay.
What do the books have with the AFC East?
So the Bills at 11.5 wins, minus 160. So the early money is on the over. So they think they're getting 12, 13 wins. So against your
history's on their side.
I guess so. Dolphins 8.5 currently at plus 125. So early money's on the under there, which I think makes sense. I mean, there's too many injuries betting
against Tua's health.
And then your Jets,
they're not my Jets.
Pretty close to your projection. You projected 10. They have them at 5.5. So minus 155 though on the. So there are people who believe the over getting to 6 is the answer. I am not. I actually took the under on that, and I got that at plus 130, I believe. Yes, 130.
Good value there. Good value.
I guess. I mean, not
really.
It's
either going to click or it will be a dumpster fire. What do they win? What's the winning division?
20-1, Brendan. 20-1.
I'm just going to quit my job now.
Yeah.
This is the move. Yep, that's it. Just take my whole 401k, throw it in there. I'm done. Retire.
Yeah, I don't know what could
money.
go.
I got to wait till week 18, but what's the market doing these days? I'd rather take it out of the 401k right now anyway.
The Patriots at 8.5. That one, I'm still undecided how I feel about the Patriots. Do you? I don't know.
I really like Drake May. He showed me enough last year. I got excited. Stephon Diggs is there. I like Hunter Henry. I told you I liked him. He's ranked high in my rankings. And, we'll see how that goes.
I think Vrabel is good for him, but I don't
Vrabel.
know if it's 1 year change in everything.
Josh McDaniels is back, too.
That is actually – I don't hate that. That was actually –
Neither do I. And him and Vrabel together, they've been there, done that. I mean, they know what they're doing. And McDaniels isn't trying to outsmart himself like he did in Las Vegas. Yeah, I like it. I think they're a good squad. I think they got a good nucleus. I like the defense. 10-7 is not far off in my mind.
Yeah.
But I also wouldn't be surprised if they win 4 games. You know what I mean? It's one of those where like...
No, you're not backing out of this now.
I'm not backing out of it. I'm staying with the goddamn Jets, all right?
At what? At winning the division at 10 wins.
I will put $5 on that for 20-1.
I don't know. Sure. Go ahead.
I do not do season total bets. I've made this very clear. All of you that have listened, all 7 of you. I appreciate all 7 of you. Thank you again.
I'm going to give you some friendly advice here. Since you think they're going to go 0-2 to start the season, bet the division title after they go 0-2. Because you'll get a higher. You probably get 30 to 1.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Then don't worry about college, Siobhan. Papa's got it. All right?
Yeah.
That's the move. Yep. Perfect. Look at this. Yeah. Yep. So
Harvard cash is all you got to.
Yeah,
that's
man.
all it is.
529C or whatever the hell letters and alphabets going on there. That's 529C, no problem. Get out of here. Daughter's got a full ride. It's called sports betting.
Yes, not financial advice though.
No.
So just to do a quick recap of the bets that I took on the AFC side, I've got the Chiefs over 11.5 wins, Chargers over 9.5 wins, Titans under 5.5 wins, Jaguars over 7.5 wins, and the Brendan Jets under 5.5
Oh my God! Oh, you want to get into playoffs? Might as well, right? Let's have fun with this.
Let's talk about the playoffs because I mean,
yeah,
you've already eliminated the Bills and the Patriots. The Jets are only the team coming out of the East, right?
Jets are the only team coming out of the East somehow, and they lose the first round. I have them in the wild card game versus the Denver Broncos, the away team, and the Broncos beat them. I also have the Bengals beating the Colts, and I also have the Ravens now beating the Kansas City Chiefs. NFC, I have the Eagles beating the Detroit Lions. I have the LA Rams beating the Dallas Cowboys. I have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers beating up the San Francisco 49ers. What do you got? Your wild card ready or what?
No, I'll just tell you. I'll go straight to the point.
Let's get to the point. What do you got here? Let's hear your Super Bowl.
So, Bengals, 49ers. I don't think that anybody will touch the 49ers this year if they stay healthy. And I think that Burrow is going to take it to another level this year. I thought last year he was good, but this year, he's essentially has to have the team on his shoulder because that defense is suspect at best.
Yeah, I have them getting to the AFC Championship, the Bengals, but I have the Chargers beating them. And they will play my Philadelphia Eagles in the Super Bowl, who had beaten the Los Angeles Rams in the NFC Championship.
If you had to tell me, or if I had to tell you who I think is guaranteed to be in the conference championship for the AFC side, I would say the Chiefs are in there no matter what. There's no way the Chiefs aren't in there.
Okay. I'm not going to... I want some action on that. I don't know where the hell you can find it, but I will bet against it because why not? Just to have a contention point with you that we can joke around with.
So I'm not saying that the Bengals are in there because I kind of am because I'm saying they win the Super Bowl, which is fine. But the only guarantee that I know is that there's no way that Mahomes, assuming he doesn't get hurt, that he doesn't take that team to the conference championship.
No, I love Mahomes. You know I do. I love his talent. He's so damn good. But Rashee Rice will probably be caught 3 meals a day at that point. Xavier Worthy, hopefully he's out of prison. I don't even know. These guys are speeding all over the place.
Nobody goes to jail for speeding.
I know that. But you do for weapons charges and crashes in Texas. We'll see what happens to Rashee Rice. I'm thinking maybe 4-game suspension. So that will hurt them a little bit. And Marquise Hollywood Brown is hurt again today. I don't know if we mentioned that in the intro, but Jesus Christ, what a waste of time he was. I was one of his investors. I went and got him in a few dynasty leagues. What an idiot. So, so dumb. So that's kind of it. I don't want to talk more about this. This is going to be an interesting breakdown. I'm curious to see how your season totals go. I feel like you feel probably when I talk fantasy rankings. This is just not what I do. I had fun, though, once again, as always. How about you? You got anything to add on this?
No, I had fun. I enjoy this, like you were saying. This is more my forte, I guess, when it comes to betting and looking at things.
Thank you for all 7 listeners. We appreciated you guys hanging out with us and making your way through this. If you made it this far, I wish I had a prize to give you. Maybe one of our sponsors will. We got a bunch emailing us every day. We'll eventually make our decision as to who we'll be moving forward with. There will be a rose ceremony, etc. We're still having a good time doing it. If you don't like it and you listen to this long, you got problems. So thanks, Dan. Appreciate you hanging out with me. I have a good time with this. We'll next on to the next episode, I guess. Good times.
That's how you retire.
That's it. Yep. That and the Jets 20-1.
Yes. No, fuck that. You just wait. 30. You'll get 30-1.
Yo, my raps vaulted, here my memory banks that never be released. Box cut inside the apple, you're in for a treat. Paper cuts in a vicious way, running back, dead giveaway, the hand off the cease. Reigns Tony Kukoc, I've been diagnosed with whack rapper symptoms. You might need creatine or cortisone shots. Slaughter opponents died, they couldn't find our bodies, hid it in border home plots. I'm up crafting consultation appointments. Larry O'Brien trophy room showcases boisterous. I bliss from my lungs, my voice has a grip. Sharp double vision, magic tricks, is asterisk. Touch the quarters in mid-air during a coin flip.